Yeah, on Sunday I was like, what the heck is Scott doing? Why is his strain at 18?
Oh, that's football.
That's what I heard after the fact. I was like, dang, he gets after it on the typical days off.
I wish I would have had it last Sunday or like the Sunday before this week, whatever, because Ben and I did the hinge shot session with the Army team.
Yeah.
And then Ben and I did a burner strength, and then we did 2 Metcons after that, and then I played 2 games of flag football. So I would have maxed out.
That whole day? How were you even alive the following Monday?
I barely
That's
was.
insane.
I was crippled. It was.
And see the flag football, like that kind of intensity,
Yeah.
would crush me. Like,
With my hips every time, like my hips and like just from just explosively sprinting,
yeah.
are always blown up. Not as bad this week because I was a little more used to it, but
Still. Oh
what's
my
the
gosh,
date
crush it.
today? 27.
Any tech or lateral movements. Oh my gosh, I did line hops yesterday sideways. And I'm like,
I'm in February. That would have been awkward.
I've done that before. Man, this is weird. What am I doing today? First of all, what did I do? What else?
What's up, Philip? And Willie? What is this?
True, new Dollar Matt.
We have 2 now.
Are you sitting around this morning?
No.
Aww.
We
It's
have
like a fight-down dad workout.
I know. We have a new burner strength starting next week, so I have to edit 8 weeks of burner strength content. But we didn't film it. We didn't film it. Someone else filmed it. Because like Sage and
Yeah.
he didn't film here. And like it looks good, but he didn't organize the files in the same way. So it's like
That sounds traumatic.
without going into too much detail, it's like looking for a needle in a haystack for like every
That
single.
sounds horrible.
So that's what I'm gonna go do. Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Adios.
Thanks for doing this.
Yep.
Gang, good morning. How's it going? We had Scott here saving the day, and now he's off to Media World, wherever that is, if anyone knows that particular location. Eilish, I'm doing well. How are you? Ilya, hi in Russia. I know, Eilish. It's always like when you see brown boxes show up at Rich's house, you know there's fun things on the horizon. I think he got a new Dolomer mat, some heavy ropes over there, maybe just some other toys. Not quite sure what the other toys are. Javier, good morning. Ooh, Christopher, ciao in Monte Carlo. I've always wanted to go to Monte Carlo. Hi in Chile. Buongiorno? Did I say that? Buongiorno or buongiorno. In Italy? Oh gosh, all these fun places. How's everyone feeling this morning? Are we ready for some fitness? This morning's a super fun one. Sure, Christy. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my shoes here. Eilish, how'd it go? Which version did you do? Christy, I think it is, I have to look at, I know it's on, if you just look up CrossFit Mayhem and click on programs, that should take you to email. Should be an email for Jake there. And he'll be able to help you get it figured out. Oh, Sullivan, Roy's had his 3rd kid. Oh, that's so exciting. Angelina, hi in Texas. Oh, Willie. We are. We had Scott here setting up the media, so that always makes it easier. It also cracks me up that it's 7:40, Willie, you know. Oh, Flavio, thank you. Kia in Queensland. Kia, I studied abroad in Queensland, Australia. I loved it. There you go, Christy. Philip has you covered. Did you see programs at mayhemnation.com? Should be able to help you out with that. Diana, good morning. Like I said, crew, super fun one on the agenda this morning. I don't know about you guys, but those, you know, the max rep workouts within the minute, I always think they're a party. Alexandra, good morning. It's been a while. Erica, yeah, with your new 35-pound dumbbell, heck yes. How was it? It was, oh, geez. Well, you gotta love that. Yay, Christy, let us know how it goes if you need any other info. I'm sure Philip will have you covered. He's like our AI, that's what we say. But human. Funny how that works. Awful, Erica. Oh my gosh. Well, now I'm even more excited. I just can't wait. I do love thrusters though, so you know. On that note, let's get into this warm-up, guys, and then we can start the, as Erica put it so well, the sweat fest. Because happy Tuesday. What else do you want on a Tuesday than a sweat fest? Well, maybe you want that on Monday. Maybe you want that every day. I'm not quite sure. But summer's on the horizon, so we'll take sweat fest. Yay, Alexandra, that's so awesome that it's open again. Oh my gosh, that must be such a good feeling. Erica, this is true, but you got it done. That's all that matters. Especially workouts like this. These are perfect for days that like, you might need a little motivation and just moving through the movements, because I always find that like as you move along, you start to feel better. It's 100% just getting started, for sure. Yes, the old fight gone bad style, Philip. I love them. You don't have to think, you just get to go. I like that. Some I'm on board to count, and then others it's like, yeah, let's just keep moving. Just give me all those minutes. Kyle, good morning. All right, gang, so let's start with our warm-up here today. So, for our warm-up crew. Oh my gosh, that's great, Christy. How's your rehab going? Yeah, hip replacement. That is that's serious. George, little dude. Gigi, ciao in Italy. Ooh, I would love to be in Italy eating some gelato right now. Be all about that. All right, guys, so for a warm-up, if you could send some this way, that would be great. So for a warm-up, Eilish, true. I think it just depends. Some are 3, some are 4. I think. TBD. Tap into Philip's AI. Let him tell us statistically the numbers. Actually, maybe it'll tell us in Sugarwood. All right, gang. So for the warm-up, 2 rounds, 30 seconds of high knees, 10 glute bridge, 5 push-up to downward dog. If you know the M30 crew, we like to throw in those upward dogs, warm up those hips a little bit. You guys say hips don't lie, you know. That's like a song or something. Just kidding. Happy Tuesday. And then 10 air squats, guys. So again, 30 seconds of high knees, 10 glute bridge, 5 push-up to down dog, up dog, 10 air squats. Eilish, I like it when it's 3 rounds. Hey, that means you get to ramp up the intensity, right? That's how I look at it in my mind. If it's less rounds, you're supposed to go faster. The endurance athlete in me is like, hey, more rounds, and then you just get to go smooth and steady, or 4 quality, or however that goes. Philip, well, I mean, if Erica says it's a sweat fest and it's brutal, I believe that. Bob, good morning. All right, guys, so we are going to start with our 30 seconds of high knees, glute bridge push-up to downward dog, and air squats. Oh, it's just so nice that it's starting to get warm, gang. Oh, Christy, I feel that. The rehab always feels so much longer, but as you get there, you always just wait for that day that when you're coming back from injury or time off, that it's just like overnight. One day, it just clicks and you start to feel good again, and you're like, all right, I'm back. But pushing through to that point can be hard. Sometimes it's nice to like find a group or a crew, have a little encouragement, get you through the doors, get you going, helps push on days that you maybe are tired. Just living through my mayhem experience here, and then you help push the others on days that they're tired, if the others ever do get tired. In the mayhem group, sometimes there are people that never get tired. I don't think Rich ever gets tired. Like maybe sleepy tired, but never physically tired. All right, Philip's tidbits are scout report, gang. Eilish did an extra round of warm-up. I'm totally on board with that. I'm definitely gonna work out like this, guys. If you need to get that CNS firing or your body a little bit warmer this morning, or maybe you're in a colder environment, definitely more rounds the better. We love activation, getting your body ready to go for these workouts. It's just gonna make the workout better. So if you take the time to invest a little more in a warm-up, it just means the workout's gonna be better. Because you know when you hit your stride in that second round of the workout, you're like, man, I really feel good now. Well, you know, a little more warm-up. Maybe you would have felt a little better earlier on. I'm probably the most guilty of that. I'm like, I'm gonna warm up into it. And by the third round, I'm like, yeah, I feel great. And Philip says, if you feel like you can go faster, then speed it up. So he's saying negative split these guys, but don't risk crashing on that first set. I love that. And there's hashtag extra fitness Eilish. Just getting a little like air fist bump from your friend, you know? Anders agrees with Philip's tips. These are all my scout reports. Those early birds getting it done today. Love it. Extra workout maybe wise. Okay, guys, so I'm going to start with 30 seconds of high knees, 10 glute bridge, 5 push-ups, a downward dog, and 10 air squat. Oh, I love that. Ayla says she did an extra round with marching just to blow out the cobwebs. I like that analogy, Eilish. I get that. Anders says, central nervous system. He Googled it for CNS. Well, it's true, guys. If you get that heart rate up before you start, you are going to be in much more control of it throughout the workout. That's what Hinshaw used to always make us do. Ramp up that heart rate before you start the workout, and then it just skyrockets. If you wear any of like the data things like an Apple Watch or Whoop or something like that, you'll if you don't do that in your warm-up, you see that one giant spike in the beginning of the workout. It's like your max heart rate for the workout was in the first 15 seconds. That's why we do that. All right, crew. We're gonna start that 30 seconds in 3 seconds. So high knees basically, guys, is just, oh, I'm gonna tilt this down a smidge. High knees is basically just that running in place. Like Eilish said, you can even start this warm up if you're gonna throw in an extra round or you feel like you just need get a little extra warm, you could start with marching. Or if you're feeling springy and warm, you've already had a couple cups of coffee or whatever you do when you wake up, you can start with those high knees. Maybe get the arms into a little bit. As it feels better, you can start bringing them a little higher, a little bit faster. Go for about 10 more seconds, or if you're still marching, that totally works too. Just trying to loosen everything up a little bit. I feel that. I'm super sore today, guys. Then we're gonna go into our 10 glute bridge, gang. So, I'll be lying on my back, heels close to those glutes, and I'm gonna raise the hips, squeezing my glutes, my hamstrings, my low back. Try and keep that pelvis nice and neutral. You can pause for a second if you want to. Just starting to warm up that booty a little bit, gang. I'm sure everyone's all about booty gains on a Tuesday. I've heard that before somewhere. All right, guys, after your glute bridge, moving right along, we're gonna go into that plank position and we're gonna do 5 push-ups into downward dog, and I like to throw in an upward dog because, as I mentioned, you know, hips don't lie. Gary will tell you all about that. Gary, good morning. Philip, always extra, Philip, always extra. Erica's like, no, wait, hold on. What are we talking about here? All right, gang, so I'm gonna come into that plank position. I'm gonna touch my chest to the ground, release those toes. I'm gonna start with the upward dog. My hips are super sore today, guys. You can hang out down here for a second, floss out those hips a little bit, and I'm gonna press through my fingertips, through those shoulders, sending those sit bones to the sky, downward dog. You can pedal out that dog if you want to. Then I'm gonna come back up to my tippy toes, into that plank position, and then I'm gonna drop my hips into that downward dog. Again, just working into my hips a little bit this morning, guys. They're just feeling a little bit sore. If you wanna throw in that push-up, you can throw in that push-up in that plank. Now I'm gonna tuck my toes again, press to those shoulders, sit bones to the sky. Now back to the plank position, guys. Push up dog, down dog, throw in one more, back to that plank position. Push up, you can drop your knees if you need to. Press up, and push back to that downward dog, and walk those feet in. Ooh, oh, it's like a little sneaky yoga in our warm-up session, gang. Gary, utterly fantastic. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha. Gary, is it strange that I just always imagine you in a cow costume? Is that strange? Philip, moving right along. Haha. See what you did there. And Anders, all the cow jokes this morning. How's it going, Gary? Wow. You guys are almost like Super Trooper-esque over here. Milk-tastic. Okay, now I'm actually really impressed. Those are pretty solid. Can we screenshot that? Those are some pretty solid cow jokes. Stefan, good morning. Stefan, how's the patch? Oh, good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we definitely don't want those eye scratches, Stefan. Oh my gosh. Stefan, but you'll have to talk to Kim. Did you see she has dog goggles for her dog? They're called doggles. Wonder if humans can wear doggles. I suppose you just wear regular goggles. Me. But for some reason, I feel like doggles are way more aerodynamic and look cooler. Danielle, good morning. Danielle, like, were we totally early this morning or what, you know? Early. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you're moving through one more round of that warm-up as I discuss what our workout is, because even though I'm sitting here telling you to warm up more and I'm telling you to work out, please do. Add another round or two as we're going because we want to be nice and warm before this starts so you don't get that, spike to 200 heart rate in the first 15 seconds. Been there. I've lived it. You want to get that heart rate up before you start. Heck yeah, Stefan. Let us know how it goes. Actually, I saw Jim yesterday for the podcast, and I told him, M30 reppin' mayhem mindset right now, and Eilish, I was like, Eilish is in it right now, and Stefan's about to start, so. Yeah, he was pretty pumped. He said he saw your guys' names. Eilish obviously in the middle of it now. Let's rework doggles into the human version. Philip, I know, they're just like super aerodynamic. Why do they look so much cooler than regular goggles? It's also because Kim's dog Bodhi's the cutest. You just can't lose. Oh, she did? Eilish, that's awesome. Excuse me, gang. Got a frog in my throat. Or however you say that in other languages. Here we say the frog in your throat. Oh, Gary has motocross doggos. Buenas tardes, Quinta. Although it's buenos dias here right now. All right, crew, so for our workouts today, oh, nice, Eilish. Okay, that's a legitimate excuse. I'll let you pass for that one. I'll let that one go by. Oh, Stefan, that's awesome. All right, crew. So for body weight version today and minimal, two similar workouts. We just have a couple different movements on the agenda. So we have Fight Gone Bad style today, guys, meaning you're gonna do max work within each minute here, and then you'll get a minute of rest. And it's gonna be 3 rounds total. It's gonna be 15-minute total workout, gang. So for the bodyweight version, our movements will be 1 minute of max burpees, everyone's favorite. Gary, George, this workout was made for you. Oh my gosh, that's why you were here early, Gary. George, I know. George, you can't hide. I know you and little dude are there somewhere. First minute, max burpees. Then you're gonna have a super fast transition through all these guys into minute number 2, which is going to be max alternating jumping lunges. You've heard me say before, one of the best kept secret movements, and if you haven't gotten your heart rate up, that's gonna get your heart rate up, if the burpees don't. Then you're gonna, again, fast transition into max box jump with a step down. 24 inches for the men, 20 for the women, or if you don't have a box and you have a chair, you could step up and down on that, works too. Or you can sub-tuck jumps. This is just, I see why this is, Erica said this one is sweaty and filled. This is got some high heart rate on the agenda today, gang. And then minute number 4 will be our last minute before rest, and you'll go into max air squats. You guys can be super intentional. You're not gonna fail an air squat, so you can work on your speed through those, or you can kind of control that heart rate. Have a few options. Like Philip said, probably negative, split this workout if you can't, meaning go faster as you go. As you kind of dial in how many reps you can get each round, then you can be a little more intentional, go a little bit faster. So then minute number 5 will be rest, and you'll get to do it again. What a fun 15 minutes, crew, come on. I get that, Eilish. George, dang it. So, Philip, it's funny you say that because when I was writing the workout, I thought it was, I don't know what it is because they were jumping lunges, I kind of thought it was jumping air squats too. Maybe you go RX Plus and someone does jumping air squats, because if you just want max heart rate, I'm pretty sure you'd have a pretty serious max heart rate if you did that. And then the last one did max jumping air squats. It can be done, but listen to your body. Philip definitely did RX Plus. I kind of like that though. I feel like that's another like back pocket workout. Add it to the list, gang. All right, guys, and for minimal, we have same concept, so really focus on fast transitions through this, crew. 3 sets, minute number 1, max burpees, minute 2, max alternating dumbbell snatches, 50 for the men, 35 for the women, or whatever you happen to have. Gold star Erica for RXing today. Heck yeah, girl. I know you've been waiting for that 35-pound dumbbell to come in, so I get it. Then minute number 3, box jump, step down again. Then minute number 4, SDB means single dumbbell thrusters. I personally love thrusters. It's a love-hate thing. Some people love them, some people hate them. I'm a fan, not gonna lie. So 1 minute, max single dumbbell thrusters. And the suggestion is to switch every 10 on those arms, guys. But feel free in sets that if you start with one arm and you want to alternate and start with the other arm or start where you left off in the next set, I completely understand. Just trying to balance out the amount you do on each arm. Whatever tickles your fancy there, guys. And then that last minute is rest, and we're going to do that 3 times. Woo, can't wait. See, this is a fun one, guys. There's just no excuse not to start this workout because, as Philip suggested, you can start, ease your way into it, and then get faster as you go. Or, you know, if your body's tired today and you just need to pace it, pace it. If it's an all-out day for you, you can just get it done. So many options. All right, let's go over these movements really quick. So, everyone's favorite, especially if your name is Gary or George, this is your favorite movement on the planet. Welcome to burpees. So for our burpees, we can jump back or step back. You're just gonna touch that chest to the ground and jump up. You can also step back, guys. This was a very high heart rate workout. So either is gonna work on that, and that's gonna be the body weight, and the minimal is gonna start with 1 minute of burpees, probably especially programmed for George and Gary. And then minute 2, max alternating jumping lunges. As everyone knows, one of my very favorites. If you have a knee sleeve or even like a towel, something soft to let your knee land on, I would recommend that, not maybe slamming your knee into the ground. And sometimes jumping lunges, you can get a little bit off balance if you're not used to them. So what I like to think is making my stance a little bit wider if I feel a little off balance. But how it's gonna look is I'm gonna jump back, tap that knee to the ground, stand tall, and back and forth. You guys, I like to think about my arms and that movement give me a little more balance. I feel a little shaky sometimes to make my bottom position a little bit wider. So jumping lunges, ooh, even demoing that, I feel that heart rate, guys. A minute's actually a long time for jumping lunges. So maybe pick a number, take a quick breath, and again, even sets 5, 10, whatever you think you can get through on those, because you want those breaks to be really fast because it's only a minute long, but then again, it is an entire minute long. So with a movement like that, just be smart about those sets, guys. You really try to push that minute, and then you're gonna go right into box jumps, crew. So what we're looking through in our box jump is just extending those hips at the top of the box. So I'm gonna jump on that box, extend my hips at the top, and step down. We want to protect our Achilles. And that is going to be your box jump step down. So last but not least, before I rest, actually guys too, if you don't have a box or a chair to step on, if you have a chair, I would recommend stepping, maybe not jumping. You can do tuck jumps. Love these. Again, high heart rate. Just bring those knees to the chest in place. This can be just as hard, if not harder, than a box jump as well, guys. And last but not least, we have max air squats. So I'm gonna push those hips back, try to get below parallel if I can, keeping my chest nice and tall, and stand up. A little glute activation wouldn't hurt to get warm for this workout, guys. Getting ready to get below parallel, or even before you start, maybe coming into the bottom of that squat. Again, warming up those hips and those ankles a little bit. Reminding yourself what it feels like to be in the bottom position on that movement. Totally understand that. And then guys, that 5th minute is going to be rest. Then we'll circle back around. George, he says if he lies down on the first burpee, does it count as a max? Anders says do corpse pose. Oh, you guys are so funny. Yes, Stefan, what Eilish said, especially with mindset in that first challenge, it can be really overwhelming to kind of think of your life story in a 10,000-foot view and write it down in 10 minutes. Just start writing, just start putting things down. There's no really right or wrong way. If you think of something, you can go back and add it, and usually what comes to your mind first is the most important anyway. So that's kind of the cool part about mindset. And as you go, it'll get easier. It's like barrier to entry. Just start. Just start writing and don't overthink it. Exactly what Eilish said. Great advice, Eilish. All right, guys, for minimal, same thing, 3 sets, starting with that minute of burpees. We went over that. Minute number 2, alternating dumbbell snatches, gang. So a lot of times, we don't start trying to be fast or explosive till we get tired and we feel like we need to push it a little bit more. From the very beginning, guys, I want you to think speed off the ground and explosive through your hips on this movement. So I'm gonna grab the dumbbell, I like it facing center like this, and I'm gonna walk up that arm at the top. You can switch on the bottom if you feel more comfortable doing that, or you can switch in the air. If you're not comfortable switching in the air, you can always grab a lighter dumbbell for a little bit of practice on that to work your way up to that, or you can just switch on the bottom. whichever one feels most comfortable to you. Just make sure your glutes, your posterior, everything's nice and warm for that as well. Minute 3 and minimal, same box jump, box step up or tuck jump. And minute number 4, gosh, one of my favorite movements, our single arm thruster, guys. And again, switching every 10 reps, but like I said, maybe switch arms or pick up where you left off in your second and third set, so you can get similar amounts of rest on each side. So I'm gonna power clean that dumbbell, or I can squat clean, either or. Thruster is basically squat into a press. So I'm gonna squat, explode through my hips, lock out my arm on that thruster at the top. Or you can squat clean it, guys. So straight into that squat clean and thruster using that momentum, like so. Then 1 minute of rest. Any questions? Oh, Stefan, yay! Mindset. Maya Mindset gives you an entirely different perspective. It's life-changing, the tools that it provides. So I often use feel, filter, think, flow. It's an awesome life tool. Oh yes, Isla, she's all better. My puppy, Little Bear. She was a little sick for a while, but she's great now. Thank you for checking in. It's because we care about you, Gary, because we care about your health and your longevity. That's why we make you do burpees. Oh, oops, Eilish. That number. Just follow Eilish's lead. She's right in the middle of mindset. She knows. All right, crew. Any questions, gang? I'm going to be doing the minimal version along with you guys. If you have any questions on those movements, just let me know, crew. That's the other thing, Stefan. Definitely reach out to the other people along with in the Mayhem community who've done it or are going to do it. It can be super helpful sharing that perspective with people along the way. Heck yes. Yes, she can. She's like a pro already. All right, gang, just making sure my shoes are tight. We've got lots of hip hop today. Some jumping, snatching. Just want to make sure we're good to go. Don't want the shoes to come untied on a box jump or a thruster. It's like I said, it's only a minute, but oh my gosh, it's a minute. All right, gang, if there's no more questions, it's time to rock and roll. 15 minutes total, gang. Love it. Saksham, I have no clue. It has been a while. Our secret. Mwahaha. They do crack me up in retrospect, though. Mr. Thruster, good morning. All right, guys. Burpees, snatches, box jump, thruster, or burpees, jumping lunges, box jump, air squat. Burpee, burpee, snatches. Get myself all set up here, gang. Burpee, snatches, box jump, thruster. Okay, now we're ready to go. All right, gang. As we like to say, here we go. Oh, geez, Erica. Maybe I should have waited to read that one. Blake, good morning. Blake, perfect timing. We're starting in 10 seconds. Danielle also scout report. All right, guys, starting with that minute of burpee. It's like happy Tuesday, crew. Think quick transitions throughout this workout too, guys. No fitness wasted, right? job, gang. Fifteen seconds. Seconds, 2, and right into those snatches, gang. Remember to use that jump from the beginning too, crew, because these are going to add up. 30 seconds. Fifteen. 5, 3, 2, and switch. Great job, gang. Seconds. Fifteen. And 5, 3, 2, thruster time, gang. Switching every 10 on those arms. Seconds, guys. And 10. On the right, remember that for next time, crew. Nice job, guys. 1 minute rest. Nice job, gang. Nice, Blake. Still sounds fun. Oh, I get that, Eilish. King's Day in the Netherlands, my last name is Dutch. 155. That's awesome. Glad you came to hang out today. 25 seconds already, crew. Boy, does the time fly. Back to our burpees we go. Nice job, guys. Starting in 13. Start with those burpees, gang. Gotta be able to see the clock, that's why I moved. Starting in 5, and 3, 2, 1. After this one, we're over the hump, gang. Isn't that how that works? Isn't it funny how you count workouts and rounds in your mind? Everyone's different, but hey, once we finish 2 or 3, we're over the hump. seconds. Great job, guys. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and snatches. Screw. Remember, jump from the start, gang. Thirty seconds here. 20. 10. 3, 2, and box jump. Quick transitions if you can, okay? Seconds. 15. 5, 3, 2, and thruster. I'm gonna start with the other arm on my thrusters, guys. Just try to even it out. And 10. Remember, switch at 10, gang. And 10. Woo! 1 minute rest, guys. Erica wasn't kidding. Sweat fest, gang. Sweat fest. Heck yeah, Philip. Totally turning on the above fan. I just press the center button. Hopefully that works. 30 seconds, guys. Nice job, guys. Oh, thanks, Eilish. Oh, Blake, you're fit. Nice work, gang. Last round, crew, like I said, open them up now, you know? Starting in 9 seconds. Last set, guys. Now you know you're pacing. So try to push it like Philip mentioned. Maybe negative split here if you can. Maybe try to shoot for a few reps more each set of minutes. It's amazing what happens if you're intentional about your movement. Almost there, gang. 20 seconds, guys. Gary, George, I know you guys are doing this along with. Loving that burpee life. Seconds. Woo! Time to get that jump on. Remember, start with speed on your snatches, crew. Bye-handers. Happy Tuesday. 30 seconds, guys. And switch. Quick transitions again. Last round. Seconds. Fifteen. 10. 3, 2, and switch. Last set of thrusters, guys. Here we go. Almost there, guys. And time. Woo! Oh boy. Oh boy, was that a fun one. Gang. Heck yes. Happy Tuesday. In the words of Anders. Gary, no burpees, no thrusters. But Gary, they're so fun. Gary said accept Mr. Thruster. He can accept him. You got it, Danny. We know you. You're gonna get some workouts in. Gary says, don't worry, Danny, round is a shape. Don't let anyone tell you different. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Thruster. Erica, you are totally, absolutely right. Sweat Fest. Welcome to the Tuesday Sweat Fest, gang. Vicky, seriously, what was the hardest part for you, Vicky? Thanks, Willie. Are you doing this one today? Are you doing a midday run? What's your fitness today, Willie? Erica, heck yes. Absolutely. Let me know when you do it again. It's what Rich calls run it back. Run it back. Sometimes we're doing a workout and you think it's done and you say, run it back. He says that. We don't usually say that. then we do it because he says so. All right, gang, nice job, crew. Almost compete time, guys, so we're gonna go through this accessory really quickly. Fun, I love this accessory. This is great low back stability we have hidden in here. Tricky. Vicky, burpees into snatches was the hardest part. 100% agree. Burpees into snatches, gang. You gotta force yourself to pick that dumbbell up. Not else fails. Pick the dumbbell up. Oh, Philip, I can only imagine the looks you get for that. But that's why you're so fit. All right, guys, so for accessory, 3 sets, 30 Supermans. Woohoo! We get to be superheroes today, guys. Then we'll have 50-foot single dumbbell overhead carry with the left arm, 50-foot single dumbbell overhead carry with the right. So Supermans, guys. You're gonna come to your belly, throw on your cape if you have one. Haha, I think that's hilarious. But great if you do. Koi once sent us a picture in a cape. It was so worth it. So you're gonna have those arms out in front, those feet behind you. Challenge here, guys. You wanna squeeze those glutes, those hamstrings, that posterior chain. I like to hold for a second and back down. Squeeze and back down. You'll have 20 of those, guys, so you should really be feeling that in that posterior, which will get you nice and active for what's coming next with our overhead dumbbell carry. If you don't have a dumbbell, you can grab a water bottle, water jug, gallon of milk, anything you have. Hopefully, Willie, I hope you do too, because we're gonna have that 50-foot overhead carry. If you don't have 50 feet, you can do smaller increments, but points of performance here, guys, because overhead carries, this is great to work on those tiny little muscles in our back and our posterior that help us stabilize everything. So what we're gonna do here is you can clean that dumbbell up, jerk it overhead, however you wanna get it overhead, that's fine. Just, we wanna be active in this shoulder, guys. So I wanna think about pressing that dumbbell to the sky. I'm not just passively holding this, I'm pressing it to the sky. If you're able, you're locking out that elbow. See how my body even naturally wants to tilt, guys? I wanna think about activating my core, and how do I do that? A lot of people arch when they're trying to push this overhead, so I'm thinking push the dumbbell overhead, and I'm thinking tuck my tailbone underneath and engage my core. So when I'm walking, I'm not arched, I'm tucking that tailbone, activating that core. Then I'm gonna walk, pressing to the sky, and then I'll have the same thing on my left arm. I'm gonna get that dumbbell overhead, lock that elbow, press to the sky, think about engaging my core. I'm gonna tilt that tailbone under, and I'm gonna try to stay nice and neutral in my spine for all 50 feet. So that will be your overhead carry. So you'll have 20 of those Supermans, guys, and then that 50-foot carry with whatever object, dumbbell, or item you might have around, and then you will have that for 3 sets, crew. Any questions? Oh, that was so fun, guys. So fun that Erica and Philip might run it back. How about props for completion overall today, gang? Give you extra claps. Anyone out there trying to find a way to get it done, whether body weight minimal, happy Tuesday. My Tuesday's already improved because I've been hanging out with you guys and I just got a workout in. Doesn't get any better, gang. Well, Willie, we're fingers crossed that you get it in. Stefan, we can't wait for you to work out again too. All right, crew, as always, woo! That was a fun one today, gang. Let me know how it goes if you get it done, or if you run it back, or whatever you get into. But hopefully you get some kind of fitness or activity in today. And as always, super thankful you guys were able to join us. Thank you for the encouragement, guys. Crew, tribe, you guys are the best. And hopefully we will see you over on Compete here in a couple minutes, or the public live for Compete is tomorrow at 8:30, gang. Hope you guys all have an awesome day.